ሰላም ሰላም የፕሬሊ አካዳሚ ቤተሰቦች ዛሬ የምናየው የአስረኛ ክፍል resistors combination የሚለውን ቶፒክ ነው የሚሆነው። So we'll discuss this topic. So we'll distinguish the difference between we'll see the difference between series combination of resistor and parallel combination of resistors, some basic features of them, and we'll solve certain problem on these two topics. So the difference of the two. As we recall, I hope you all recall what resistor is. Resistor is used to dissipate the energy that comes from the battery. So kazi battery tanasto mimataon, let's see this battery has 12 volts, which is car battery. So certain energy come, and this energy drives the electrons through this resistor, this conductor. So electrons through this conductor will be driven. When they reach this resistor, their speed will decrease below it, and it becomes below the usual speed. And the series combination of resistor is a combination of resistors where resistors are connected one after another. You see, the resistors are connected one after other. What does it mean? You see, the resistors are connected andu kalelanyaw qattlo no yalo ማለት ነው. The first resistor is connected next to the beginning of the second resistor, and so the second resistor will come after the second one. So they are connected one after the other in series. Series in መስመር ይዞ ማለት ነው። አንዱ ሌላኛውን ተከትሎ የሚመጣ ከሆነ we call it a series combination of resistor. The other thing that we know about series combination of resistor is the resistors, the current has only one path. Current has only one path to flow. One path. Alternative path የለውም ማለት ነው። ከረንቱ ምንም አይነት alternative path የለውም, which means ከዚህ current የመጣው current it will flow and it has no any other alternative way. It has only one path to follow. You see, if the resistors are connected in series, the current, the charge that comes through this circuit will pass through this point, and through this point. So the current must flow through all the three paths, the three resistors that are placed in this circuit. So the current has only one path to flow. And what we know, another thing that we know, if the charge comes through this circuit, the same current will flow through this charge, through these resistors. The same amount of charges will pass through these resistors. ለምሳሌ 20 ኤሌክትሮኖች ከዚህ ቢነሱ if 20 electrons ብዙ ኤሌክትሮኖች ነው የሚመጡት actually ግን let's assume there is 20 electrons that comes through this path. 20 ኤሌክትሮኖች በዚህ ከመጡ these 20 electrons must pass through this resistor, and the same amount of 20 electrons will pass through this also. 20 electrons must pass through this also. So as you see, the same current must flow through these all resistors. That means the I1 is equal to I2 is equal to I3 ማለት ነው. So the current that pass through this point, through this resistor and through this resistor has to be equal. That's one thing that we know about series circuit. What else? The potential difference that's generated by the battery will be divided among the three resistors. What it means, the total resistors which come from the battery will be dropped here, so which means V1, and dropped here, which is plus V2 plus V3. Why is that? Look, ከዚህ የተነሳው የባትሪው አቅም or potential እዚህ ጋር ይቀንስበታል. Why? Because it has to move this charge through this resistor. Since there is the resistance from the resistor or dissipation of energy, some voltage will be dropped, which is V1. Again, here also certain energy will be dropped, and that is V2 and V3. So the total voltage will be 12 volts. This is what we know. And the main point is this one. Now look, let's write V total is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Most of students strive to rehearse the formula how to find the total resistance through series circuit and parallel circuit. Let's try this one. Total is equal to how much? V1 plus V2 plus V3. So this is for series. Now, what is voltage? Do you remember recall the Ohm's law, which is here? Voltage is equal to current times resistance. which says voltage increase with as voltage increase current increase። ይሄ ማለት በቀላሉ ማየት ትችላላችሁ። ቤታችሁ የባትሪው አቅም አሁን ለምሳሌ 9 ቮልት ባትሪ ተጠቅማችሁ አምፖል ላይ ብትቀጥሉና የሆነች ዜሮ ሻማ ላይ ብትቀጥሉ ኮመን ቢኮል ዜሮ ሻማ እዛ ላይ ብንቀጥልና ይሄ ዱራታ ባትሪ 1.5 ቮልት ቢሆን ደግሞ ይሄ ትልቁ ቮልት ያለው ይጨምራል and that constant is resistance. So V total, which is R total resistance in the circuit times the current flow through the circuit is equal to the V1. V1 is R1 times I1, which is R1 I1 plus I2 R2 plus I3 R3. This is how to find the total voltage. And now here we say it, the total current that come from the battery must pass through all the resistors equal. So the current through I1, R1, R2, R3 is equal to the current that comes from the battery. So I is constant. I total is equal to I1, is equal to I2, is equal to I3. It's equal. They are equal. So I can take this as I, which I can put I here. So you can take this R3, this I, just I, this I2, R2. Now here I is constant, R total I have, I is constant. So if I take I outside, the R1 will be left here, plus R2 will be left here, and R3 will be left here. Because I put I as a common. And this will be cancelled out. So the total resistance through a circuit is R1 plus, R2 plus, R3. Which does mean the total resistance from this point up to this point due to this resistor is the sum of these resistors. It's the sum of these three resistors. If this is R3, look, if this is R1, R2, R3, the resistance that we have is this much. So for this circuit, for example, if we have 2 ohm, 3 ohm, and 4 ohm, the total resistance is just the sum of each individual resistance, which is 2 ohm plus 3 ohm plus 4 ohm, which is equal to 2 plus 3 is 5, which is 9 ohm. So 9 ohm is the total resistance through this circuit, through this series circuit. We call it series because the current has no one pass. It has, the current has just one pass, and it has no any alternative path to flow. And if this resistor has a defect, the whole circuit will halt and it's not working. እቺ አምፖል ብትሆንና እቺ ብትበላሽ the whole circuit ይጠፋል። ለዚህ ቤስ ኤግዛምፕል ማነሳላችሁ the bulb that we use commonly at home አንዷ አይን ብትጠፋ ሁሉም አይኖቿ ይጠፋሉ ማለት ነው። This is a series circuit combination. Now let's find the voltage drop at this point because the voltage difference drop is different. Voltage 1, so voltage 1 is equal to I1 times R1. So what's I1? Let's find it. Let's find I. I total is equal to I total is equal to V total divided by R total, which is equal to how much is V total? Which is 12 volt come from the battery, 12 volt divided by 9 ohm, which is equal to how much? 12 by 9 by 3, 4 over 3 ampere. This amount of current is come from this one. So the I total that comes from the battery is 4 over 3 ampere. 4 over 3 ampere. This amount of currents will come from the battery. The voltage works. The voltage that pass through the first resistor is equal to what is I1 times R1. So I have R1, but we know that I total, the current that comes through from the battery, is equal to each individual current, which is I2, I3 is equal to I2 and I3, which is equal to 4 over 3. Every current through the current through every resistor is equal, so we can put it 4 over 3 ampere times the resistance. The resistance is 2 ampere, 2 ohm, which is equal to 8 over 3 volts. This much is passed. What about V2? The same thing. R2 times I, which is equal to the current is equal to 4 over 3 ampere times voltage. Resistance is 3 ohm, which is equal to 3 by 3, which is 4 volt. And V3, which is equal to the voltage 3, the third voltage through the third resistor, is 4 ohm times 4 over 3 ampere, which is equal to 16 over 3 volt. And the sum of the three voltage, V total, is V1 plus V2 plus V3. You can verify that one. It's like 8 over 3 plus 16, which is 8 over 3 plus 16 over 3 plus 4 volts, which is equal to this 3, 8, 24 over 3 plus 4. 24 over 3, which is 8, right? 8 volt plus 4 volts, which is equal to 12 volt. The same with the general, the total voltage that comes from the general. Alright, so አሁን ደግሞ እስቲ ያንኑ resistors, the same resistors combined in parallel ምን እንደሚሆኑ ደግሞ እናያለን. So last time, so in the last question or in the last combination, which is in series combination ላይ ምንድነው የሆነው? The total resistance for the same amount of resistors R1, R2 and R3, the same amount የሆኑ the total resistance was how much? It was the sum, which is 9 ohm, አሁን ደግሞ ወደ parallel ማለት the parallel resistance, the resistors are connected in face to face. See, face to face. The resistors are connected face to face, which means like this. Face to face connected የሚደረጉት, they are connected face to face. And current has more than one pass to flow. You see, flow pass ነው ማለት ነው። ከዚህ የመጡ ቻርጆች ከዚህ የመጡና እዚህ ጋር ሲደርሱ ይሄ መንገድ ድንገት ቢቋረጥባቸው they can flow through this. ይሄም ከተቋረጠ they can flow through this. So they has alternative paths to follow. Alternative paths አላቸው። ፓራላል ነው አይደለም ብለን ለመለየት ከፈለግን does that has an alternative way to follow? If yes, it will be parallel. If not, it's series ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ለምሳሌ ይሄ ሶስት መንገዶች አሉት። ከዚህ የመጣችው ከረንት እዚህ ጋር ከመጣች በኋላ ከፈለጋት በዚህ ጋር መሄድ ይችላል፣ ከፈለጋት በዚህ ትሄዳለች፣ ከዚህ በዚህ ትሄዳለች። Just you can think it as a water flowing through a pipe. If the pipe is one single pipe, እዚህ ጋር ቢዘጋ ይሄ ውሃ እዚህ ውስጥ የመጣ ውሃ ምንም ሌላ መሄጃ የለም። this is serious. ውሃው ደግሞ ሁለት ብራንች መንገዶች ቢኖሩት ወይ ደግሞ ሶስት ቢኖሩት let's say make it 3 ሶስት ብናደርገው በዚህ የመጣ ውሃ እቺ ብትዘጋ በዚህ መሄድ ይችላል፣ በዚህ መሄድ ይችላል። ሶስቱም ክፍት ከሆኑ ደግሞ ውሃው ተከፋፍሎ ይሄዳል። ለምሳሌ 20 ሊትር ውሃ በዚህ ቢጨመር በዚህ ጋር 10 ሊትር ካለፈ በዚህ ጋር 5 ሊትር ካለፈ 15 ስንት ይቀራል ማለት ነው? 5 ሊትር በዚህ ጋር ይሄዳል ማለት ነው። So the current will divide at junction. What do we know? Current will divide at junction. Current will divides at junction. Junction is a point where two it's each point one. Junction ማለት ምን ናቸው? The junction ላይ current ምን ይሆናል? divide ይሆናል ማለት ነው ወደ ሶስት ቦታ. This is a property of the electric resistors combination part. Now what do you know from this one? As you see, each resistor is combined or connected to battery directly ነው እያንዳንዱ ሬዚስተር ምን እንደሆነ ያለችው they are connected to the battery directly. እያንዳንዱ ሬዚስተር ከባትሪው ጋር ዳይሬክትሊ ኮኔክትድ ስለሆነ the voltage total እዚህ ውስጥ የሚያልፈው ቮልቴጅ 12 ነው፣ እዚህ ውስጥ የሚያልፈው 12 ነው፣ እዚህ ጋር የሚያልፈው 12 ነው. Why? Because each of them are connected to the battery directly. So V1 is equal to V2 is equal to V3, whatever. V, come put V. But what about the current? አሁን ቅድም ያልኳችሁን የውሃውን አናሎጂ እንውሰድ። It's like three branch ያለው ማለት this parallel ነው። ለዚህ አይነት ከሆነ ሶስት ፓስ ካለው parallel ነው። ስለዚህ በዚህ 20 ሊትር ቢመጣ ከዚህ አይ ነው ብላችሁ ሰዱት። በዚህ ጋር let's say I1 ይሄ pipe 1 I2 pipe 3 2 I3 pipe 3 so the current if እዚህ ጋር 20 ሊትር ቢገባ እዚህ 10 ሊትር የሚሄድ ከሆነ የቀረውት 5 ሊትር እዚህ ጋር 5 ሊትር እዚህ ጋር ይሄ ማለት የሶስቱ ድምር ከማጋራ እኩል ይሆናል ቶታል ከገባው ጋር እኩል ይሆናል similarly the current I that enter this junction will be I1 I2 ከI3 ድምር ጋር እኩል so the current total is I1 plus I2 plus I3 now let's find the resistor so we know that the total voltage V total is equal to V1 plus the total current I total is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3 so it will continue. So what is I total? We know that I total I is equal to voltage total divided by R total. So I total is equal to voltage total divided by R total, which is equal to I1 is V1 divided by R1 plus V2 over R2 plus V3 over R3. That's it. Easy. Then we know that V1, V2, V3 and V total are equal. Why? Because we know from resistor, parallel combination of resistor, the same voltage will pass through each individual. Seriously, the same current number because charging to ተመሳሳይ ነው። አሁን charging to divide ያደርጋሉ, but since all resistors are directly connected to the battery, the same same energy will arrive to each resistor. But now look. V over R total is equal to, let's pick one V as a common. So ziga manikara and ikara over R1 plus ziga V nauta 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3 because V is taken as a constant. So this is V, this V cancels out. So 1 is left here, 1 over R total is equal to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3. You see? But the common mistake most of students make is that after finding one reciprocal of the total resistance, they forget to take the reciprocal. But the total resistance is, R total is equal to 1 divided by 1 over R total. That's it. Or you can take the reverse. Let's find this one. በዚህኛው በፓራላል ደግሞ እንስራለን ቅድም 9 ቮልት ነው የመጣው ነበረ አሁን ደግሞ ስንት እንደሚመጣ ነው let's check so we know that from the one so 1 over R total is equal to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3 and so 1 over R total is equal to so let's substitute our value 2 ohm plus 1 over 3 ohm plus 1 over 4 ohm. So the common nusser, so 1 over R total, just forget this one and let's add this one first for simplicity. So multiply this one here, 3 ohm plus multiply this one, 2 ohm divided by 2 times 3, 6 ohm square plus 1 over 4 ohm. Don't forget that. 1 over R total is equal to this 5 ohm divided by 6 ohm squared, so this cancels out and 5 over 6 ohm, just 5 over 6 ohm. So because this is squared, this ohm plus 1 over 4 ohm. Let's add this one also again, which is equal to multiply this one here, 20 ohm plus multiply that one that way, 6 ohm divided by 6 times 4, which is 24 ohm squared. So 1 over R total finally is equal to 26 ohm divided by 24 ohm squared. And that's square will go away, is this one. So let's simplify this one, which is 30 over 12 ohm over ohm. Still I didn't get R total because this is 1 over R total, this is 13 over 20 ohm. I can take a reciprocal or 1 over R total is equal to 30 over 12 ohm. So I take crisscross multiplication, So this is 12 ohm is equal to 30 R total. So this is over 30 over 30. For this one, R total is equal to 12 ohm over 1. Or can you flip it? R total like 12 ohm over 30 will be obtained. Now look, 12 over 30 ohm is less than 1, while this is 9 ohm. So that's why we need a combination of resistors. The resistor combination is needed. ለምሳሌ አንድ ሰው 10 ኦህም ያለው ሬዚስተር ብቻ ቢኖረን እነኚህ ሬዚስተሮች ኮምባይን አድርገው እንዴት ነው ወደ 5 የሚያመጣው? ጀስት ሁለቱም ፓራላሊ ቢያገናኛቸው ወደ 5 መቀየር ይችላል። ወደ 20 መቀየር ከፈለገ ግን ወዴት ነው የሚጠቀመው ማለት ነው? በሲሪየስ ማገናኘት። So if you want to increase the resistance of our circuit, we can increase it by combining small resistors by series combination, while we can minimize our resistance by combining our resistors using parallel combination. This is all about it.